It's the NFL on EA Sports. And this one features Christian Gonzalez, who's been stepping up to the challenges all season, now with 8 interceptions. It's the Bills and the Dreadnoughts, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the capital city of Columbus, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Dreadnoughts of Columbus. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Columbus Ball Club entering play. They're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got a band.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, it's going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they...
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. He did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come, we get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week. It takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
On first down, McKinley. That's caught by Sims. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Looking to throw, McKinley. And it's caught, touchdown. Jalen Waddle with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Dreadnoughts are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
And no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Ritter off the play fake. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Ritter. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 81 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, McKinley.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
When you look at this defense,
this unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza is sent on to punt.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. On 1st and 10, McKinley. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. McKinley. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. This is 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D. It's got to be priority.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
2nd down throw coming for Ritter.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hawkins. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. To the sideline and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Pulled in at the 24.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Complete here. It's high. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. McKinley. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 17-0 our score after 1. Columbus with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. McKinley. Hard throw. Incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
On 2nd down, Ritter finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Able to find the open man. That's It's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Go defense, one stop.
They try the left side here with Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's man. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Off play action. McKinley.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Back to throw. McKinley.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Dreadnoughts continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. McKinley. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Throwing again. McKinley. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dreadnoughts have opened the lead up to 30.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Going play action. Ritter. He lets it go deep for Olave.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And a 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Back to throw, Ritter. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
This 2nd and 4.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A good move. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
To throw again, McKinley.
Throw left side to Kincaid. Down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid.
66 yards.
And the Dreadnoughts extend their lead yet again.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. A drive there of just 4 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
And here's Matt Araiza now. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I have no idea how many yards I have. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. To throw on second down, McKinley.
This taken in by Kincaid.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing on first down. McKinley. He gets it to Sims. Complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 6 yards there on the keeper at second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust. I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth.
So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this first half. Offensively, defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. It may be a little bit premature, but I think the only thing they're worried about dominating now, the post-game meal.
The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. First down, here's Ritter.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now Ritter back to throw. This one swung out to Williams.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Working from the gun, Ritter.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin up the coast on Chesapeake Bay in Virginia Beach, Virginia. And 10-3 is the score as those two teams have gone to halftime. The Panthers trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Brandon Ayuk, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. T. Higgins, a touchdown reception.
All
right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. This is complete to Hawkins. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. It's a big play there on 3rd down. And even 40 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Bills' 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. McKinley firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Off the bootleg. McKinley. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. On 1st down, McKinley. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dreadnoughts have got it on cruise control.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On third down, here's Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, McKinley. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
This to the tight end, Kincaid.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. McKinley got his man complete over the middle. That's Sims.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, McKinley.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner, but at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
In motion right is Addison. They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. Looking to throw it here. Ritter tries the left side and finds Olave. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now in Columbus. This offense so far on 3rd down, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we share that. And a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Previous play is under review.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Off the play fake. McKinley. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
And nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a 1st down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
A 40-yard punt, no return. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Ritter. He finds his man, complete. That's man. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. Garbage. And the Bills' 1st down.
Ritter now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd down throw coming for Ritter. Throw left side complete. That's Hawkins. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. The Bills ready to take over. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do that? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Ritter to throw it. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
3rd and long now, Ritter. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up as safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play and the other one